Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. Quite excited because this is my first review from this brewery. I've obviously heard of this brewery, but I've never picked a beer up from them until recently. I was in Lamplight and I saw it there and I thought I'll pick it up. We're off to Liverpool, we're off to Carnival Brewing Company. We've got a mosaic pale ale from them. Flashy looking can, I must admit. It's 4%. And it is a can of their Carmen. Look at that nice looking can, that glossy looking can. Must cost them a bit to have kind of like a glossy finish on a can. You would have thought, the effort they made in the presentation of this can, they'll give it to something, a beer which is quite strong, a lot more stronger maybe. But no, it's just a 4% pale ale. Got nothing against pale ales, they got their place definitely. So let's just crack it open and see what we get. So first beer from this lot. Let's get a whiff. Oh, that's nice. It's very fresh. Citrus. Slight hint of tropical. Mango and maybe a hint of watermelon there, but it smells really, really nice. So let's whack it in the glass and see what she looks like. Yeah, I should try new breweries. That's the one thing I want to do on this channel next year, is try to explore some new breweries and try not to stick to the same old, and get some new names on the channel. So, as you can see, very pale looking. Look at that meringue looking head to her. Let's put it up to the light. That is kind of like pear dropping colour with a cloud gone in with a meringue looking head. Let's get a whiff. Yeah, it's a nice, fresh, zingy lemon with a hint of mango there. Slight watermelon note as well. If you know what watermelon smells like. I'm not going to say anything about a bloody lychee in this one. Anyway, I'm going to go in. Cheers, everyone. Light in body. Nice refreshing feel. Mouthfeel slightly hard. Slightly dry at the back end. It's one of them beers when it feels like you're picking up the foundations of the beer at the back end. The maltiness. You're picking up. It feels like you're picking up the malty biscuitiness on the back end. And I've always seen that as the foundations and the hop. The hops are kind of like the malty biscuitiness and that. The foundations are like that rough sketching, and the hops are just the colour, and it feels a little bit like that with this beer. You can just feel it. Zingy mouthfeel, lots of carbonation buzzing about in your mouth. You pick up the lemon on the front end, a real refreshing lemon with a hint of tropical towards the back end. It kind of like thins itself out slightly because it's only 4%, and you get this kind of like biscuity maltiness. For me, yeah, I mean it's got its place. It's drinkable. I'm just astounded that they've got such a nice looking can, because it is a really nice looking can for a beer of 4%. For me, I wouldn't do it that way, but getting back to it, it's easy drinking. With pale ales these days from craft brewers, they're brewed for socialising. So you pick that up in the brewery, sit down, have a good old natter, drink away, and not really think of it. And I suppose, the term pale ale for me is like that. it's kind of like very middle of the road beer for just supping away, relatively low ABV for just supping away, talking and socialising, and not really think about what you're drinking, if you know what I mean. It just feels that way with pale ales recently. I've done a few pale ales a few weeks ago, and it felt that way. It just feels like where pale ales are concerned, there's nothing really there to. It's a style which isn't that exciting, if you know what I mean. It's just a bit of a bland style of beer and a bit of a general termination of beer in a way. In a way. So for me, yeah, it has its place. It's drinkable, sessionable, yeah. Hints of orange, hints of orange. Hints of orange, hints of lemon, hints of mango, like an orange wine bitterness, maybe. Yeah, so it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just a mosaic pale ale, brewed okay. It's nice beer. It's one of them. One of them. Would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't buy it again. Because the market is absolutely saturated with pale ales, and it doesn't really stick out from the rest of them. But it's well brewed, so there you go. Thank you so much for watching this beer review. Look after yourselves, and see you on another one. Bib bib.